good evening, everybody. How we doing tonight? Everything's new. Everything's different. Not a single aspect of this entire show is the same, except for this Focusrite and that motherfucker. Actually, no, that mouse is new too. Every single thing about this is new, man. Brand spanking new. Even though everything I'm using to record this is old as fossilized piss dribbles. So it looks like, wow, I was channeling my inner AVGN there. Disgusting. Don't ever let me talk like that. I don't talk about piss dribbles. I have them, but I don't talk about them, man. I mean, you're not supposed to talk about it. It's one of those things you learn the older you get. As a man, you learn. You just let the people on the internet say things like that. You don't have to be the guy. Why do you have to be the guy to talk like that? Piss dribbles. Fuck off. So, I'm fucking hurting for certain, brother. My back is absolutely killing me. Once again, as per usual. And it's because of this. Having myself a couple little sips tonight. Because I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of suffering in silence. Goddamn. I'll tell you one person who wishes I suffered in silence, and that's going to be my dearly beloved, my betrothed. All I ever do is bitch. I bitch about how much pain I'm in. I bitch about this. I bitch about that. I'm a very bitchy sort of guy. I'm unfiltered. You know, if I think of something, it usually comes right out of my fucking mouth. Verbal diarrhea. But tonight, we are not going to be doing anything out of the ordinary. We're still going to be playing video games. But I'm not going to get drunk and fuck up Brain Lord for myself. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fuck around with a couple random things tonight. And I don't even know what yet. We're about to find out right now. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and find out together. Okay, so we have a couple options here. Just a couple. So let's see what we're going to go with today. Rap Jam, what is that all about? I am interested to figure out what's up with a game called Rap Jam. Dude, this is incredible. I got to sample this. Maybe not. So I'm going to sample it, but I don't think I'm into playing a basketball game. We will give it a shot, though. Unfortunately, my controller died, so I had to load the motherfucker back up. Oh my god, it was fucking Coolio, bro. Oh my fucking god, dude. Bro. Oh my. Who is Yo-Yo the rapper? Look at those blue eyes. I gotta know who the fuck Yo-Yo is, man. We're gonna take a look at who Yo-Yo might be. I'm looking up who the rapper Yo-Yo is. Yolanda Whitaker. You can't play with my yo-yo. Born in Compton, 53 years old. So she was 23 when this game got put out, about 30 years ago. I'm listening to You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo. There's Ice Cube. No, she ain't it, bro. She ain't it. Who's the one who used to spit with fucking Tweety Bird Loke and all those fools that were back on that Bloods versus Crips record? She was fucking fire, dude. Fucking crazy ass lyrics. One of these days I might have to toss that fucking thing on. I used to work with this black dude who was a hotep. He was one of these black Hebrew Israelite type dudes. And other than that, he was a pretty fine dude. Just don't get stuck in a conversation about the true origins of the Hebrews with him, or else that's your whole fucking afternoon. And there was one time he walked in and he started singing, let's get high trick in my Damu ride, which is a great fucking song by, I believe that would be the Crips side of the Bloods versus Crips. Fucking fantastic jam. And as soon as I started fucking singing it again back to him, he was like, oh, he grabbed his fucking chest. He's like, oh my Lord. What was the fucking thing? Crippin' ain't easy, but it's fun. God damn, man. That was a good record, too. That was a good... Because I've been known to rip a crab in half. Fuck, man. That is some old school shit. Fucking Tweety Bird Loke, too. That's where I first found out about Tweety Bird Loke, who's got to be one of the worst rappers of all time. But he did have this one album where it started out with, "Hey, this is a message to all the white people out there. If you white, fuck you. You're not allowed to listen to this shit." And I was like, "Hey, call me Groucho. I wouldn't want to be part of any club that would have me as a member." And then try to talk to people about this sort of music when you're approaching 40 years old and you're talking to people who are like in their early 20s, and they're like, "What are you talking? Are you talking about like Migos or some oldies like Handsome?" What was that song? "Handsome and wealthy, 'cause a nigga handsome and wealthy." Man, what a trip. Now, at this point, I'm just a dude with severe spine problems, drinking and reminiscing about West Coast gangster rap from the early 1990s. God damn, man. I shouldn't even know what the fuck that is, let alone be talking about it now. All right, so if we're not going to be playing this, we got to figure something else out. Do they have Golden Axe on here? That was always a fun one. That wasn't what it was. It was called something Axe, I'm pretty sure. Let me ask you something. All right, Axelay. Let's figure out what that's all about. Ooh, Konami. This has got to be about the strangest thing I've ever seen start on an SNES. Uh-oh. They're coming to get his family. His family. Planets of the Illis solar system are being threatened by a mysterious enemy. The indestructible forces of this enemy are overwhelming the small and tired fleet of the solar system. After months of tenacious enemy attack, only one ship has survived. Axelay. Nope. Side-scrolling shooter, I'm not into it. We'll give it a shot.
Arms installation is complete. Good luck.
Absolutely not, dude. I am not into these. Nope. No, sirree, Bob. That's not my job. I don't do that. I'm a pimp / rapper. I thought you knew that. And where you'll do that, should you break them the news? Let them know we finna be walking in some brand new shoes. Ooh, you a fool. Better watch thyself. One false move. Now, nigga, stop thyself. Sometimes I'm not myself. I'm another man. I'm a rock star in another band. Plus, I'm the man with the plan in his hand. Soon we'll be all laying in sand. Because to my estimations and calculations and all the money I made on the rompilations, I'm about to have more digits than on your license plate. And shit on some of these niggas. Bitch, I can't wait. What am I doing? Couple of fucking shots down and I'm fucking talking smack. Math Blaster. Math Blaster. Did they have Metal Slug? Was Metal Slug? That wasn't an SNES game. Oh, was that a Sega game? Or was that just in the arcade? No Escape. There we go. All the games that I'm finding myself not enjoying, I should be deleting, but I'm not. It's if it's not a side scroller. Oh my. Man, fuck this shit, man. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. And that may or may not have something to do with the fact that I did not pay attention to whatever it is that the instructions were probably trying to tell me. But that's not my fucking fault, man. Fuck that, and fuck you. I'm not into it, man. Nah. Shit sucks. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through and I'm going to delete all the games that I decide that I do not want to play. So what do we have here? Axelay. Bye-bye. What about, I tried something earlier. Darius Twin. So we're going to go to Darius Twin. And we're going to go bye-bye. Then we're going to go down to No Escape. And we're going to click bye-bye. And let's go ahead and try No Bunga's Ambition. Kou Shibusaba. Historical simulation. Is this like Mario's Time Machine? This is the period of the warring states. No one knows when the fighting will end. The ambition of each brave daimyo is total control over Japan. Okay, someone just made a lot of very bad tic-tac-toe boards. Nobunaga's Ambition. 1988 on the SNES? What? That's crazy. No way, man. Is this like a strategic? Oh man, now I have to do this for 8 characters. Ah! On with the game. Lord, a plague has come. Lord Shinji. It's going too fast. Diplomacy. Lord Oda Saito has requested 83 units of gold. Will you pay it? Yes. War still lies around it. It's going too fast, dude. Fuck this. Nobunga's Ambition, maybe a little too ambitious, if you ask me. Let's try Oscar. Titus? Oh boy, this was in the era of the overdone title splashes. Oh God, you see, I hate when I load a game up and I'm reminded of an AVGN episode. There we go. Music off. Let's put on some of our own tunes. Look at the way the screen just slightly pops up top. Ugh, ugh, ugh.
Thanks, everybody.
Respawning enemies, I'm not into it. Fuck, man. How long is it going to be till we can find something that's actually going to work for us? So Oscar's out. Bye-bye, Oscar. Now, I do want to try Out of This World, but I'm pretty sure I know what that is, so we'll go Outlander instead. Oh my god, what fucking garbaggio, bro. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Muddy as fuck. Can't tell what the fuck's supposed to be going on. You're out of here, buddy. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm tired of having to fuck around with all these. So we're getting all of the actual zip files or the RAR files out of this world. And there we go. How many items is this? A gig? About a gig for the entirety of the entire SNES library? What is going on, man? That used to be all the space you needed for an entire console's fucking library. The entire thing. Like, do you understand how fucked things are now? The other day, I loaded up my Xbox and I wanted to download a completely different game. But it got interrupted by Minecraft needing a very important 10.5 gig update. Now, if I remember, the original Minecraft was less than a gig. The entire game was less than 1 gig. So what the fuck? For a single update, it's 10 gigs now? Notch. I mean, I understand you're like racist and everything like that, and you like to say fag, but that doesn't mean that you have to go ahead and sell one of the best things that's ever happened to this fucking world to the fucking Chinese. Come on, man. Alright, so Outlander is absolutely out of here. Looks like they were going for a fake-ass Mad Max sort of thing. Let's go with Metal Marines. Game. Metal Marines. There we go. Nope, I don't know what this is. I don't like it. I'm done. I'm already done, bro. God damn, I am shooting like full zeros here today, man. Metal Marines, you are gone. I might have to rename this stream. This isn't really a My Autism, Your Problem, nor is it a goddamn Brain Lord episode either. Fucking hear myself. Give me a second to check this. I'm gonna be so mad if you guys can't hear me. Yeah, the music's too loud, man. Motherfuck me. All right. I have everything live. I'm listening to myself right now. Right now. Can I hear me? Am I going to have to fix this even further, man? Or are we good? Can we actually play some fucking games now, please? Pretty please. All right, sounds like we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and take my last drink. We're going to go ahead and toss these fucking little bottles. I wonder what I'm going to call this. Weeding out the wah. What is it gonna what am I gonna call it? Hey, can one of you guys out there fucking help me figure out what I should call this? I want to call it something legit. I'm like weeding out all the shitty games from my inventory, but that's not a good name. That's like calling Whoop That Trick Beat That Bitch. Beat that bitch. Get him. Check. Hello. I am making sure that this shit isn't fucked up. Because I just listened to myself and I had all this creaky, scratchy, crackly bullshit going on. And we're not doing that. But you know what we are doing? Linen. What's that? Linen. Come on, man. Just use some regular Leinenkugel. Leinenkugel. I'm learning German on Duolingo right now. And Leinenkugel is a cool ass fucking name for a brew. The Summer Shandy. Good stuff. And it's back. Hey, that beer I heard that beer you like is coming back in style. Woo! Dude, my camera is so fucking shitty when I did my little autistic happy hands motion. It looks like I'm moving them so fast. Look at that. Oh my God. If anyone watched my streams, that would be an excellent thing for you to cut out. I wonder what people will be trying to make it look like I'm doing. What the fuck is that? I got a fucking hole in my shirt. Look at that shit. Look at my skin. Look at my pale white skin. Ooh, finger that hole. Tear it open. Make it as big and bloody and raw as possible. All right, you know what? We're going to go for it. Let's go Mech Warrior. Let's do it. What is that? The mess hall? Alright, fuck this. Should we even try giving 2045 or whatever it's called a chance? Yeah, let's do it. Fuck this too. Who would have thunk? Who would have fucking thunk it, bro, that this could possibly suck this much ass too? Let's go ahead and try MechBot Golf. Mecha Robot. Mecha Robot. No shit. Is that who I think it is? With those metal panties on? Is that Jet Jaguar? I love how they had to include the TM in there. It's the splash screen, dude. It's the game. Why include the TM? It's Toho, so it might very well be that guy. Jet Jaguar. Sun, the moon, and star. way low. How is this Mechabot Golf? Starting to think the only golf game I have ever enjoyed was that one where you got to play as drug dealers and prostitutes. Okay, so let's go ahead with Metal Jack.
Armor on.
Fuck this shit, dude. God damn it. Can I have one game fucking make me happy? One game make me proud tonight, dude. God damn it. We're almost through all the M's. Mick and Mac as the global gladiators. Man, how did it take me so long to remember that this is just the McDonald's video game? Some sort of a strange autistic man's God damn, this music is great. Snakes with a Z. Starting to get a little sad, man. I have a lot of these games that are just disappearing from my library because I don't ever want to accidentally play them ever again. Let's play a crowd pleaser, Ocean, with Micro Machines. And it's going to be in color this time. Not like when I had it on Game Boy. And you know what? I'm going to play a spider, the coolest dude of all time. Dude, what the fuck is this? What is this, dude? No. No. How could they put it on a better system than the Game Boy and have it come out as a worse game? What is going on? Did I pick the wrong settings? well, this is definitely a keeper, but I'm just not in the racing mood. And I'm also fucking a little tipsy, so I think that technically I'm breaking the law. Basson's Black Bass. Alright, bro, this fucking sucks. And it's not even that I don't like fishing. It's just I don't like not really fishing. I don't know why anyone would choose to play a video game about it instead of just really doing it. So we're going to go to black bass and make sure it disappears forever. And I'm preemptively going to take out the rest of these Bassmasters games. Okay, we're going to go random. I'm not even looking. I'm just scrolling. Oh, wow. Lord of Darkness. That seems pretty cool. Oh, no. Ako Shibusawa. We know what that means. Don't be... Oh... Nobunaga's ambition, Lord of Darkness. God damn it. God damn it. Well, we already know that this one ain't hitting, as the kids would say. I am going to do something a little special real quick. We're going to do a little mic check. I'm using my Temu mic. Here's my Shure SM58, which I love. Love the little motherfucker. Teeny weeny, though. So, I'm going to do a mic check. If this one actually sounds better, I'm going to stick with this. All right, so on this voice setting, on this level, this is what we sound like. Let's compare with music. There's some music going in the background. This is how it sounds. And this is how it sounds as the music fades out. Swapping to SM58. All right, this is how it sounds with the SM58. This is music coming up. Checking with the SM58 with the music. How we sounding? How we sounding? Hello, hello. I might even try without the windscreen. This is an SM58 without the windscreen. Check, check, check. And there we go. I mean, I'm not saying it sounds bad, but I'm sure as hell not saying that it sounds as good as it could. But I'm not really into things sounding perfect. I don't have that ability at my disposal. If you guys do, more power to you. Fucking live long and prosper, or whatever the fuck it is. That just ain't me, man. I think that was a shocker. What was I? There you go. got to promise myself from now on. I do all the checking shit before I start the stream because doing it while I'm live is gay as fuck. Okay, so Lord of Darkness is gone. Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. They're not making me fucking fast forward. They're not letting me fast forward, so we're just going to deal with whatever they're trying to throw at us. Sinistrals, what are those? motherfucking no, dude. Same reason I haven't been into any of the Final Fantasy games. I'm not into random battles. I'd like to be able to run if I have the opportunity to. Magic sword. Is this it? Is this what I was looking for? It is. I used to call this Golden Axe for some reason, but I believe Golden Axe was actually an arcade game. You know what? Give me one moment. I want to be able to make something to fucking eat because I am starving. Man. I'm fucking hurting, bro. You see that over there, that light? That's my kitchen. It looks like it's really far away, but my apartment is really small, I promise. And I share it with a whole ass woman, also known as my wife. Is there some rule that all cheap sausages have to come in packs of 5? What the fuck, man? I can't even play Magic Sword because I know that it's one of the good ones. So hold on. Go. I'm going to open up a new folder and call it Good. I'm going to open that up in a new tab. There we go. Throw all the games that I know are good into that. What do we have so far? We have Chrono Trigger, of course. One of the best games ever made. We have Secret of Mana. Secret of Evermore. the Super games. Super Mario World is good. I have never played Super Mario RPGs before, though. I was a big fan of Bubble Busters when I was younger. Magic Sword. Micro Machines is good. You know what? Let's go ahead and play one of our Might and Magics. I want to check that out. But not yet, because I'm cooking sausages. Sausage is cooking up just fine. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Thank you for your patience. Please be patient. I have a chicken nugget, dinosaur-shaped chicken nugget keychain that doubles as a pillow. Sausages are just about done. We're almost in it. sausages are done. We're coming back. Good shit, man. Oh, now you love me, right, girl? Who's my good girl? I am absolutely willing to accept the possibility that this is the worst stream I've ever done. Ooh, that sounds nice. All right, y'all. We're about to check out what's up with Brawl Brothers. Jaleco. I went and let the goddamn controller die. Fuck this shit, dude. Alright, fuck this shit. What is this, dude? What can I do now? Fuck this. Breath of fire. Alright, fuck this. Once again, another random fight, walk across a fucking map sort of game. Not into it. So this Breath of Fire goes into the Garbo. As does Breath of Fire 2. What's next? Bronchi the Brachiosaurus. Health Hero. Oh boy. Oh God. Oh my God. Bronchial tubes carry air into the lungs. Their walls will swell and tighten when your asthma gets worse. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Brunswick World Tournament of Champions. Billiards? Hell yeah. I think some of the water evaporated out of here. Let's try that again. Fuck this shit, dude. Ugh. Another fishing game? Why not? The music in that last one was fucking incredible, though. That music is excellent, dude. Oh, dude, that rules. How the fuck do you play this game? So apparently the game's called Brandish, not Brandfish. I like SNES drugs. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Oh, it's going to go play a motherfucking ad first.
What in the hell is going on? Am I somehow teleporting to 3 different rooms? Why can't I move around? Okay, I can move forward and back, I can jump, but what is going on when I press left or right? Well, what's actually... happening is the room itself is rotating instead of your character. Well, it's supposed to quote-unquote rotate, but it just sort of instantly moves 90 degrees. Yeah, it took me like 15 minutes to figure that out. So in essence, Brandish is a first-person dungeon crawler, except with an overhead view. Why they decided to roll with this instead of just picking one perspective and sticking with it, I have no
Snatch drunk.
Brandish is one strange game. Sure, everything looks fine on the surface. Cool artwork, great looking graphics, there's a dragon, there's a sword. Must be some kind of adventure game. The music sounds cool, and then, what in the hell is going on? Am I somehow teleporting to 3 different rooms? Why can't I move around? Okay, I can move forward and back, I can jump, but what is going on when I press left or right? Well, what's actually happening is the room itself is rotating instead of your character. Well, it's supposed to quote-unquote rotate, but it just sort of instantly moves 90 degrees. Yeah, it took me like 15 minutes to figure that out. So in essence, Brandish is a first-person dungeon crawler, except with an overhead view. Why they decided to roll with this instead of just picking one perspective and sticking with it, I have no idea, but that's the biggest hurdle here. I should mention there is an option to switch from lateral to rotate, and that allows you to move sideways, but it barely makes any difference. You're still stuck with this awkward perspective. No, let's not stop there. Let's also have inconsistent scrolling and random stuff popping up out of nowhere, and if that's not enough, let's have the map on a separate screen so you constantly have to bring it up. It's like they deliberately set out to create the most disorienting game ever made. So if you other than the Great Depression, the 1930s were a kick-ass time in the United States. It's obviously a hurdle the size of Mount Everest that you have to get over in order to get into a game like Brandish, but on the off chance you do, the rest of the game is not that bad. There's pretty traditional RPG stuff here with weapons, armor, items, magic, exploring dungeons, flipping switches to unlock distant doors, finding hidden areas, and of course fighting monsters. The combat here is odd because remember, this is essentially a first-person dungeon crawler, so while the fighting appears to be in real time, there's still kind of a turn-based element to it. You can't just spam attacks like mad like in top-down adventure games. There's still a my turn, your turn kind of a thing to it. Another big factor here is resource and item management. There's a limited amount of space to deal with, so use what you've got and use it often. The story is actually something a little different for once. In a time of peace and prosperity, this king apparently gets so bored that he decides to try and conquer the one place beyond his influence, which is this tower guarded by a dragon. So he sends his army after it, but instead of fighting back, the dragon destroys itself, putting a curse on the king, who then turns into this horrible beast. The tower and the entire kingdom sink into the ground, and everything is seemingly lost forever, until your character, Varric, kind of stumbles upon it and ends up getting lost inside. In the meantime, you're chased by Alexis, who's seeking revenge for killing her quote-unquote master. So the two of you blunder around until you find your way out. Bear in mind, this is the English translation of the story. I understand the original Japanese version of the story is much different. The names are different, and Alexis's outfits leave a little less to the imagination. Despite a kind of unique story, I don't think Brandish is worth playing today because the fundamental basics of simply moving around is just too jarring to get over. However, this is a lot less of a problem in the PSP remake, where you actually rotate around, and you have a much better idea of where you are and what you're doing and where to go, so if the concept here seems interesting, then that's the game I'd recommend going with. There's also a sequel for Brandish for Super Famicom, Brandish 2, that's since received an English patch, but that game is an entirely different ball of wax and will probably get its own review someday. But yeah, oftentimes you'll hear the phrase ahead of its time used as a way to praise something, but in the case of Brandish, it's not a good thing. It may be ahead of its time, but yeah, there are a lot of ideas crammed in here, and I guess I can see from a developer standpoint what they were trying to accomplish, but it just does not work. If the very act of simply moving around is too disorienting, then the game fails, simple as that. What's the opposite of a pick up and play game? A sit down and wonder what the hell to do game? Because that's what this is. If you want to get into Brandish, start with the PSP remake.
Alright, so I'm going to keep this one. It's not that I'm trying to rip this guy's video off. I really just wanted to figure out what the fuck I'm doing in this game. So I'm not going to play it anymore, but we are going to keep it. Fuck. Oh my god, dude. My shit is so fucked. My computer is so fucking old. The mouse was frozen. Come on, man. There we go. And the things I am asking my poor computer to do for me. All right, so that's all fucking up, and I don't know why. I don't like it. It's making me mad. But let's try. Whoa. Bonkers. I am already so annoyed. What the fuck is bonkers? How was I supposed to know that the monkey throwing fucking baseballs would kill you? Man, I ain't played a good boxing game in a long time. Let's see what's up with this. Fuck it. I'm gonna fight myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rise Rumble.
Alright, this is fucking whack, dude. Alright, Atlas, wow me. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my God. Would it be crazy if they had like a MIDI mix of the Mortal Kombat theme? This is the best one so far. No, 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 no. 1,000 times no.
Go! Go! Up! 1, 2, go! Up! Go!
Nope.
One, two, three.
Uh-oh. Oh man, we're gonna see how good I am at this. Maybe it's fun, but nah. Alright, fuck this.
Let's rock and ride! Rock on!
Hell no. Is this okay? Man, this is whack too. Alright, I gotta let you guys know after 3.5 hours I'm fucking sleepy. But I'll show you now, just to prove it. I kind of like this. We'll keep this going. I might rename this stream to something else. Drunken something or other. One way or another, I'm tired as fuck. I got a date tomorrow night with my beautiful, sexy wife. And you're not invited. Good night.